Hi, loves. So I just wanted to drop in today and talk a little bit about the importance of getting grounded in our own bodies. I feel like there is a lot of conversations out there right now about the importance of getting grounded, the importance of getting into nature. And while sometimes what it means to be grounded can come really intuitively and really naturally, sometimes it can feel really hard to grasp. And so today I wanted to just check in and talk a little bit about how important it is for us to pull our energy that lives up here in our mental body down into our root, into our bellies. I've heard from multiple teachers that our bellies are where the earth lives in our bodies. And so when we're thinking of getting grounded, when we're thinking of earthing, when we are needing to feel a more sense of rootedness, of holdingness, right? If we're feeling anxious feelings that are pulling us into future trips, that are bringing us into the past, right? It can be really powerful to ground into the present moment. And so I want to invite this technique that I use often for grounding myself throughout the day, throughout the week, because let's face it, right? There's a lot of things in our world that can spin us off track. We are endlessly connected to each other and information on our phones. And so at any moment, we can be pulled out of our current reality and into the pains and sufferings of our global community. And so it's really important for us to be able to ground back into our bodies. So, one of the quickest, most easiest ways that we can get grounded is to literally visualize whether maybe you have an elevator or an escalator, or you imagine a heavy object sinking in water. You will just go ahead and imagine your energy starting to drop from your mind like it's in an elevator and drop it down all the way to your belly. You can also use that visualization of an anchor. You can also use that visualization of an anchor to try to bring yourself into your belly. The most important thing here is to bring your energy and your consciousness and your awareness out of this mental state and down, feeling the bottoms of your feet, right? Becoming aware of how you're standing, becoming aware of the ground beneath your feet, maybe starting to sway a little bit, maybe starting to try to put equal weight into both of your feet, right? Doing some kind of like hip circles, right? Just to become aware of the lower regions of your body, to become aware of your lower half, right? So often we stay stuck in this mental space and we become almost like this like upside down triangle where all of our energy is up here and we have only the barest of minimum energy down in our root, which means that we're really off balance, right? That anything can blow us off course. But when we start to bring our energy back down into our root, we can claim that ultimate stable shape as the pyramid, right? And we can become stable. We can become rooted so that when things happen in our life, it's much harder to kind of blow us off kilter. And so I'm going to introduce a breathing technique here before I pop off that I invite you to work with throughout your day or in meditation. It's a really simple breathing technique and it goes with a visualization. So the invitation here is to breathe in and from your back body, imagine that you can invite, pull, encourage earth energy to move up your back body as you breathe in up to the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, you're going to imagine that that earth energy kind of washes over your face. And then you're going to visualize, imagine, and allow yourself to just swallow it down all the way down into your belly. And you're just going to keep breathing like this. Breathing in, imagining that earth energy move up your back body. Breathing out, feeling it wash over your face, swallowing it down and pulling it into your belly. You can use this breath as just a quick tune-up, doing 2 or 3 breaths, or you can do this breath as a longer meditation and continue this breath until you feel that earth energy fill your entire core. I'll name that even 5 or 10 minutes of this can be extremely grounding. It brings us back into our center. It helps us be less kind of swayed by external factors and helps us feel more connected with our self in this present moment. So again, This breath is super simple. It can be accessed at any time. And know that the more that you practice it, the more accessible it becomes, right? When we're first doing this breath and we're breathing in, imagining that earth energy move up our back body and then swallowing it down, we are probably doing this from a place of empty, right? And so we're going to need to fill ourselves up with that earth energy quite a bit, right? Maybe do that breathing for 10, 15, 20 minutes, right? To feel full, to feel grounded. But once we start practicing that breath more and our tank is not all the way at, fuel light on, super empty, but maybe it's halfway or quarter full, all of a sudden when we do this breath, it'll be, we'll feel the benefits more quickly, right? In the same way of like anytime we fill something up, if we let our batteries on our phone drain to completely empty, it's going to take it a longer time to charge up to full, right? Whereas if we're only halfway charged or 75% charged and we plug it in, it'll get up to full really fast. So the same thing is true of this breath, right? So the more that you practice this breath, the more that you invite that earth energy into your body, swallow it down into your core, right? The more accessible that grounding will be and the quicker that you'll start to feel these results. So I'd love to hear from you. Please let me know how this breath goes for you, if you've used this before, and what your challenges are with getting grounded and why it's hard to get grounded and stay grounded. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, bye now.